The cast of Jersey Shore has certainly done a lot of growing up in recent years. In fact, viewers have been complaining that the crew is too grown up, and the show has become painfully boring. As a result, Mike Sorrentino is sober. Everyone except Vinny has a spouse and or kids. Deena brought her freakin mom on this latest trip. You get the idea. Fortunately, there's still one wildcard who's willing to stir things up with ridiculous emotional outbursts and idiotic behavior. But Ronnie Magro has been fired from the show for his abusive behavior, so he won't be livening things up any longer. Not only is Ronnie a violent psycho himself, he tends to attract other violent psychos. Chief among them is his troubled baby mama, Harley. Back in June, Harley was arrested on assault charges after her new boyfriend called the cops following an altercation at the couple's home. We later learned that Jen pulled a gun on the guy, which is an extremely insane move even by her bonkers standards. Now, it seems that the mother of Ron's daughter could be going to prison for a very long time. Harley has been assault with a domestic weapon constituting domestic violence and one misdemeanor count of battery constituting domestic violence following the incident that took place back in May. As part of her attempt to avoid a lengthy prison sentence, Jen checked into rehab shortly after being released on bail. But according to a new report from the Ashley's Reality Roundup, just days later, Harley was spotted strolling the boardwalk with her daughter at where else? The Jersey Shore. This led fans to the conclusion that she had bailed on the program, but TMZ reports that Jen recently completed her 28-day rehab stint and is looking forward to a fresh start. The assault took place in the parking lot of a Vegas strip club, and insiders say Jen's then-boyfriend, Joanne Brasol, suffered visible injuries. Jen's trial is set to take place in September, and since this is not her first offense, her outlook is bleak. Though Jen has a long history of violent and erratic behavior, this latest arrest comes as something of a shock. After separating from Ronnie and making some memorable appearances on shore, Harley returned to the world of real estate, where she once made a very good living. Unfortunately, it wasn't long before her old habits returned to her. It's unclear what set off this latest altercation, but it's worth noting that it took place on the same day that Ronnie got engaged to Safir Matos. So is Jen the type to fly into a jealous rage and take it out on whoever is nearby? Yeah, we're pretty sure Mrs. Harley doesn't even need that much motivation. She'll fly into a rage at any time for any reason. In addition to the possibility of going to jail, there's a very good chance that Jen will lose custody of Ariana, her daughter with Ron. We can only hope that some stability will come to that kid's life soon, but it seems unlikely.